Hello and welcome back to Swift Owl 7 Gaming. I am Swift Owl 7. We're in episode 3 of City Skylines 2 Vanilla Let's Play. And we are loading right on up into Owlville. And we did some major expansion in our last episode. It was a long episode, a 2-hour stream. And we're going to do a little less than 2 hours. We're going to shoot for between an hour. An hour is a good episode to get everything done that I want to do, and maybe an hour and a half if things run just a little bit over. I don't want to overdo it on the time. So, Candor Heights is our popular area. It's kind of our uptown, Ritchie area, high land value area. We had put this development in back here, along with some row houses, and we tried some North American apartments. So, we also experimented with a couple of storefront apartment buildings on top, so we're going to be picking right back up. Look at this gas station, so perfectly positioned on the corner. I love that. So, let's go ahead and start right into this here. We have some demands that we need to meet. And I think as far as some of these commercial demands, I am going to go ahead and fill this little bit out right here. Is there a D-zone button? I think you just right-click, don't you? I want to keep this away from the residential just a little bit right there. And what I really would like to do is put down some more of these North American style buildings with commercial spaces on the bottom. Okay, mixed housing is what they're called. Okay, there we go. And I'd like to just add them on this side. Right along there. I'm going to save this. There might be a roadway that goes right back here eventually, though that would be a really interesting intersection. We've had some trouble in our last episode with this intersection in traffic. So we were looking at stop signs, and that was not... Did we ever fix that problem? We're just going to monitor this intersection to see if there's any backup that happens. I don't necessarily think we need a red light right here. So let's see if we can turn that into a stop sign. So unfortunately it's stopping all the way around. I don't want it to be a four-way stop. But it's better than a red light, I guess. So I'm trying to stay as vanilla as we can, and I'm not even sure if there's any traffic precedent mods or anything like that. But we might look into that. We're trying to stay vanilla. We're vanilla. We're not going to do that. We're just going to do vanilla. That's all we're going to do is vanilla. Look at all these cars. Of course, row houses bring a lot of cars. Our parking at the beginning, see, I thought people would park here and maybe walk down a little bit. But that's not really what has happened. We need some more low residential, and that is perfectly fine. We can do that on this side of the street over here. So, as I'm looking here, we were naming these streets after flowers. We need to continue to do that. So let's go ahead and call this one Camellia Street. And let's go ahead and call this one Bellflower Street. Over on Pacific Street, we need to change that name to a flower as well. How about, oh, Ellison Street. Okay. We were making some development districts, areas, things, so we're gonna, districts, I guess you could call them, right? District? Okay. Development things, yeah, sure. We're gonna go ahead and make one over here. There we go, that's a lot better. There we go. Green Park. About the flower garden. That works great. Now, why is this called Birch Street? I think we already have a Birch Street somewhere, don't we? Yeah, we can't have that. So we do need to rename Birch Street here. And this is a main road, a main artery, eventually. Garden Gate Road. Garden Gate Road A. Okay, there we go. Garden Gate Road. That's kind of the main entrance into this residential area. There is a little back entrance, mainly for the industrial area. And on this back entrance, we could probably do some commercial along here. I think that's what we're going to look at doing. And this was a problem. We did build over farmland, unfortunately. I think that's farmland. I'm almost certain about that. Right? No, maybe that's not. Maybe that's terrain color. Maybe I had this wrong the whole time. Let's look and see where our farmland is. Natural resources. Oh, okay. So last episode I was so worried about building over all of our farmland, and there's a ton. Especially down in this corner that we can really do some stuff with. Okay. Well, that's a relief because I had thought that we had made some mistakes. And here I was just reading everything wrong. So this is based on demand or customers, number of customers. Okay. Okay. So you want to build, I'm assuming, closer to the orange and greenish areas. Well, we're going to build right along here. It just makes sense then. We're going to do a little strip. Do you want it this big? I don't see a problem with it being that big. These 3 slots I'm going to reserve for this right here. Okay. And that just completely takes all of our need down, our demand down. We still need some low residency buildings. So we're going to have to start thinking about zoning some more low residency. I'm just kind of looking at pollution. So we can get fairly close. You might be able to get another row of low residential zoning. Well, we try that. Let's see. We're going to extend this road out. And we're going to do the same with this one. And we'll try to get one more road. Going out that way. We'll have room for row houses down the road. Quite literally down the road. And I'm going to do maybe one more. Whoops. I didn't mean to make him turn. So... we got 2 more streets. Again, we're naming these streets after flowers. Brassica Street. That's that flower that kind of looks like a cabbage. A little bit, I believe. And... did I do a Camellia Street yet? I might have done it. Let's look back here. Oh, we already got one. Okay. We already have Camellia Street. I'm just kind of looking down a list of flowers that I'm familiar with. One that is easy to pronounce, because they're not all easy to pronounce. We have a Daisy Street. Daphne Street. And Daisy is spelled wrong. I just realized that. Daisy. Okay. There is that. And I don't want to get any closer than that. What I'm going to do, I don't want to delete the whole road. But if I do like a little dirt road
masterful
right here,
you're listening to Second
and
Radio,
one right here,
station of levitated taste.
I can bulldoze this section.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently that's not all.
And I want this to look kind of neat, so we're going to put a roundabout, but it's going to be used as like a cul-de-sac.
Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations.
More businesses are still needed. Well, these are going to be populated
Which are
eventually.
entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For
Some more industrial
consider
industry
capital.
area.
Right, one final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps.
How are we doing on
yes,
traffic
in the
in this
short
area? A lot of
run.
I
traffic
like
on
the
this
sound
road
of
here,
that.
it
That's
looks
what we
like.
are discussing.
Oh, look,
is the
okay, we
study
got
of
problems.
statistical
We got problems.
abstraction and its
And half of it has to
effect
do with
on
a
Thank you, Professor.
this
It is a
intersection down
question
here.
of priority.
That's where our problem is.
Industry
Okay.
in the region is on the rise, and when business is
We
doing
need to
well, that floats
decide what
our
we're doing.
boats.
There's no sinking
We really
this
should
boat,
have a
Glenda.
roundabout there, but one of my rules in playing the game is I try not to I try not to use eminent domain. So, if you don't know what eminent domain is in the United States, it's where the government can come in and seize your land for public use. And I've seen this happen for roundabouts in the United States before, as they're becoming more and more of a thing, though they're still pretty rare. Yeah, I don't want to do that if I don't have to. But we need to come up with a solution. And one solution might be upgrading the street to more lanes. We're going to bring this all the way back, just like that. I also would like to... I was going to say I'd like to get rid of parking, but I guess that's not an option. Let's see how that extra lane does. See if that works things out for us. People are still getting used to the extra lane. That's fine. Let's speed it up just a little bit and see if that... Okay, that sorts itself out, it looks like. So once this turns green, hopefully, you know, that will start sorting itself out even more. That's not bad build up of traffic right there. It's just a little bit. And this is working itself out down along here. Okay, I really don't want people parking in this section here. So one of the things I think we can do... Oh, I have to make a district for it. And I don't want just a district right here. You can do parking meters. And I was going to put the price rather high, but... Yeah, I wish there was a no parking sign. Another thing that we can do on this little bit right here, just to make sure we don't have any problems in the future, is upgrade this road right here. Because we still have... Now we got the traffic coming this way too. We got the private drive. That will flush itself out. We do not need a red light there. I do not know why there's a red light there. Let's just do a stop sign. And is that going to do a four-way stop? I don't want a four-way stop. I don't know how else to... I don't want anything there. I don't even want a red light there. Can I take the red light away? There we go. Let's just take that all away and see how that works out. Okay, let's play this through a little bit and just see if we can decongest ourselves. Another thing we could possibly do is some city ordinances where this district here is for local traffic only. We're going to think about that. Yeah, see, this intersection's worked out just fine. That extra lane has increased our traffic flow. I'm sure the movie star is thinking, man, everyone's coming up my private drive. Don't like this. They're taking photos of me while I'm trying to rest. What can we do about this? I think it's working itself out, so we're going to let that go. And we're going to take a look down here. I see all these cars and it looks horrible, but oh well, there's nothing I can do about it. This parking lot is really being used exactly as we intended it. I'm going to call this I don't know what else to call this road here. Okay. Yeah, look at how that's being used. Okay. I mean, should we build another parking lot? I mean, there seems to be a little bit of a need for a parking lot. We could do another medium parking lot, like along the side, perhaps. And you'll have to forgive me if you hear that owl sound in the background. That is my ringtone, my text message notification button. Let me go ahead and put this on silent. Okay, there we go. I got a bunch of people, colleagues, wanting to go down to the park and do some disc golf, which sounds like a whole lot of fun. But I'm with you guys right now. So, and that sounds fun too, being with you guys. Why don't we put a parking lot right over... See, I want to kind of maybe eventually extend this neighborhood out this way and have a back entrance. We're just going to leave it like it is for... See, people are looking for parking, though. Is this guy... Let's just see what they're doing. He is going to 221. So he's pretty much looking for a parking, I'm assuming. And this parking lot's filled up here, too. we almost have to help these guys out somehow. I'm gonna put one there for. I'm gonna actually do two. One for this side, one for that side. Fee is gonna be 40 cents. And let's see if people take advantage of that. Okay. One thing we can probably do to also ease some traffic problems is add a walking path right along here. And maybe we can even go to the back. For right now, we can kind of... Nothing's getting demolished if I do that. Okay, I didn't want that to happen. There, that's a lot better. Now you might be thinking, why am I doing this? And it's social engineering, I think is what it's called. I'm not sure if that's what it's called or not. But you know how whenever you walk down a sidewalk and people cut the corner and make dead grass? Yeah, that's to prevent that. Not that that's a thing in City Skylines. Actually, I just think it kind of looks cool. Okay. I'm kind of thinking having a road, like an alleyway, and doing some building in this little area here, but we'll do that down in the future eventually. Let's go back over here. We got some of these buildings built. We got people living in them. Yeah, I mean, people are taking full advantage of that. We need some more light residential, and we have just built this for that purpose. We can go ahead and tell people to move on in. New signature building, a film actor mansion, a place where a star of the silver screen withdraws to get a break from the busy world outside. So we have our Rockstar mansion over here, if you remember. So we have another mansion to put on the map somewhere, and I'm thinking, let's see, what are the perks? Because, yeah, the perks are important, but +4 well-being. The perks are important, but I also like the idea of just having the aesthetics of a mansion area. And I'm thinking if we bring like a little road out this way, or maybe a windy driveway that comes out, and we have it out here, but then, you know, that kind of negates the positive effects of that. But that would be a perfect spot for it right there. I just feel like that would look really good there. Oh, we got some buildings that are abandoned. They were unhappy. I'm not quite sure why. This was our low-income housing. Which, are there still people? Like the Morgan family. They're parked there, but there's no one that lives there. Okay. What's going on here, sir? You're going to 81 School Drive. You live on Owl Boulevard. Can we go ahead and see where you actually live? So you live over here. Oh. So when we built this low rent properties because of the storefronts. So if you don't know, in City Skylines 2, the storefronts help cut the cost of the rent for the tenants inside. we actually ended up building ourselves out of the low income housing. We're going to leave these abandoned buildings there as blight for right now, because realistically it would cost the city a lot of money to tear that down, even though in this game it wouldn't cost us anything, I don't think. We're just going to see what happens to this area. We might tear this down, and this could become like
a driving
our next
advisory has been issued
low
for the
residential
immediate
area
due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution.
So,
if you must
let's look at
drive
our
and
high
try
school.
to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
You're tuned in to Second Moon.
I would
the
like
channel where the
to
classics
put in
never
a stadium.
grow old.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores.
And what I would like to
bringing
do
the
is
latest
kind
in
of
luxury
have it
to our
where
neighborhood.
it
You
can be
now
seen
shop
from
for
the entrance
designer
of the
shoes
school.
while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or
So if I
so
do
my
this,
wife tells me. That's
and
good for
delete this
business
here,
and good for the
and
community.
this sidewalk
Jim.
for right now.
We'll be back after this.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere.
I wish when there was
in the
these
city.
traffic
Road
accidents that we
maintenance
could zoom
services
into
have
them
already been
somehow.
dispatched, and traffic
Where
flow
are
should
you?
return to normal.
Where's the
But
traffic
if you're
accident?
planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No
Okay.
use reminding you. Meanwhile,
So I
expect
need to take a little bit
delays
more
and
off that
drive
road.
safe.
If I do that, then build, and then delete that little section. So I don't want to delete any businesses, but if we build right up next to them, that's not a horrible thing. I like the idea that you can see the stadium from the entrance to the school. So let's go ahead and plop this down. Whoop. Okay. We can delete this. Won't let me delete this. Okay, we're just gonna have to redo this drive. That's fine for right now. We can do that. We can redo this drive. I want to make sure we're 90 degrees coming in, and we're just going to this parking lot. We'll go all the way. Okay. And we need our lanes to actually go out. Okay. So there's that. I want a sidewalk. Can I tie into this? Looks like I can. Excellent. That just comes over here. Okay, that doesn't look good. That angle is not what we were shooting for. Let's come up from this crosswalk over, and let's do our little. And can I bring that all the way down like that? It just looks better, doesn't it? Now, even though we really don't need this, I feel like if we put a parking lot in for the stadium, that might be something. Let's see if the stadium even gets used. I don't even know if we'll see people playing or not. I'd love to see if there's going to be any football games. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I have not played this game long enough to know how the stadium works for the school. What do we have going on down here? Not enough customers for you. Okay. That's fine. I have an idea. Birdsong Lane. We're gonna do like a trailer court back here. I'm not really sure the best way to do that. because I don't think I can just specify build your trailer, like trailers only. But what I can do, I believe, is just small housing. Small housing. So, something like this. And even though it's not going to be an actual trailer court, you know, it's going to give the appearance of something like that. And before people move in, let me just pause the game. And I think that these slots will be big enough to be occupied. And the idea is we'll have a whole bunch of new customers right next to that business. And he won't be complaining anymore. So what we'll call this road, we'll just call this we're going to call this Saul's Trailer Court. Our backstory is that Saul bought some land to put in a trailer court to drive people to his business. So Saul's Trailer Court. And we're just going to have Saul's Drive A and Saul's Drive B. Don't need to be super creative. That's not too bad. We'll let people move in. And as people are moving in, we'll see if people move in. If we need to make those slots bigger, I'm going to make this into its own little district, if you will. Saul has sought permission from the city to have his own district for his trailer court business, and we have decided to grant his permit request. And we're going to put speed bumps. There's all speed bumps in trailer courts. Is this something that costs us money to put in there? We're going to encourage recycling. And, you know, Saul's a little greedy. He's going to have some roadside recycling fees. Roadside parking fees, excuse me. And he's going to be a little bit greedy. He's going to raise that to 20 cents. Okay. Let's see how that goes. We'll come back to this and see if anyone builds there. If not, we'll make the spaces a little bit bigger. So because we have these apartments, people are parking along the street, which might be problematic for people who actually want to go shopping in those businesses. So I think we need to build a parking lot, and we're going to build it right across the street. We're just going to do like a small one right there. We're going to do maybe even another one right next to it. And we're going to jack this up to 40 cents. Or we're going to go 35 cents here. How about 35? People are already starting to use them, so that's good. So these people are also saying there's not enough customers. And probably as we've expanded our commercial area over here, people really don't have a need to visit right here, except for these guys. We had talked about making an alley down here at one point in time, and I'm thinking that is what we're going to do. Just a wee little road. Nothing great and grand. Did that not connect in? No. No, okay. It's not connecting into this road. Well, we definitely don't need red lights, so let's go ahead and delete those. And looks like it made that yield there. And what we're gonna do is bring this alley all the way down to here and all the way over to here. And we're gonna put some housing in along this. And we're gonna do, do we want to do row housing? I don't think so. This is our nice neighborhood right here, and I'm hoping this doesn't really affect our nice neighborhood. But we're gonna do that American medium density housing. I'm going to bring that. Let's see. What I want to do is put a parking lot. Right here. Right as you come in, there's going to be a parking lot. And that's going to service this development in the back. And in addition to that parking lot, we're going to connect this path up right here. Now these buildings, I think, do have a little bit of a parking lot, but this should help things out a little bit. And we're going to make this 20 cents. And let's make this its own little district. Alley living. We're going to have speed bumps, recycling, energy consumption, reducing that, and we're going to have parking meters too. Alley living end and Alley living drive. How's that? And that fills in that middle area there. It takes away all of our medium density needs. Now I'm still thinking about this.
Has anyone seen my keys? My keys.
What? We're on the air?
Sorry about that. It's nothing important. I just lost my keys. I'm sure they'll turn up. They're for the brown sedan parked outside the radio station. Oh,
what I'm going to put here, I think.
Please.
Not quite right there.
Steal my
I like
car.
that it's called Ivy Lane.
The
We
old
might
Hornbuckle
keep
mobile,
that
please.
name.
Oh,
Is I'm working on
Here we
that
are.
mansion
Never mind then.
that we had
Thank you
unlocked
For
earlier.
listening to Second Moon.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well,
And we're going to
that
call this
floats
Ivy
our
Lane, just like
boat.
it was
There's no
the first
sinking
time.
this boat, Glenda. And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate. Or so
I'm
my
thinking
wife
we might be able
tells
to
me.
do some other
That's
stuff
good for
back
business
here. Like this is
and
not going to be
good for
all
the
his
community.
property.
Thanks, Jim.
But we are going
We'll
to
be
beautify
back
it just a wee little bit. So let's go ahead and put these bushes around here. Looks like we're getting into autumn. Our trees are starting to turn. And I'm going to bring these bushes all the way down this road, just as a property boundary. I think eventually we'll unlock some fencing for other purposes, but we can use to also make something of this. And for right now, we're gonna just add a bunch of bushes at the end. And also into this direction here, with a nice little curve, so we can just kind of keep track of the property. That's all we are doing right now. I'm just doing an organic design, no sharp angles. This serves absolutely no purpose other than to make things look really nice. I feel it'll add some interest to this mansion. So he doesn't own a lot of land in the back. We might expand back there eventually. But he does own some land off to the side here. He's able to get a good deal on this land. And that doesn't look half bad. I wish we could put like a pond or some type of feature there, but we don't have that ability, I don't believe. Well, we unlocked a grand hotel we can build and some other stuff, and we do have the money to do that. We might look into that here. So, let's see how our, I think that looks okay. I really do. I think it looks kind of neat. From the air, it's like something that you would see, you know, maybe there's like a little clubhouse for a golf course or something from the air. Obviously, that's not what it is. I like this one. I like how all those trees are starting to grow a little bit. These trees are growing. Look at those pine trees. It's doing exactly what we wanted it to do, and I don't think they're as big as we're going to get yet. You know, we're going to add some bushes as well, just along here, just beautifying our city. That's going to be the little shortcut that people take to the health center, right? When I was in college, there were hedges along the sidewalk, and people would always make shortcuts through them, and there'd be little paths. I may have been guilty of that at one point in time. So I don't know if I like how that actually turned out, but it's how it's going to be for right now. It's going to be okay. I want to do some design. Remember, this is called Deer High School. There's our deer. But I want to do some design with the trees. I think if we have pine trees, that will be fine. We're going to have a corner of pine trees right here. We're just going to assume this is all school property. And, you know, that might get sold at some point in time for development. But right now, the school has contracted us to beautify their property. And so that is exactly what we are going to do. I saw. Oops, that's not. I was thinking, how do you rotate a bush? Like that. Okay. Is there any possible way of putting this in there? Maybe if I delete this and then move these over just a hair, I can kind of get this one right there. There, that looks good. Let's do some more trees. The school has really requested some specialized trees. Pine trees, and what do we put in there? London plane? Is that what we did? Yes. So let's continue on with this. They wanted a heavy forested area for their biology department, be able to come out and study nature, I guess. So that's what we're doing there. They also wanted some open area, some open space for kids to play their intramural games, ultimate frisbee. And they wanted just a sparse sprinkling of some other... No, they don't want that. We're going to leave that open, just like that. Okay. That's going to look really nice as things grow up. Okay, how are we doing here in the city? Do I see any traffic problems? So our low residential has actually, they've torn down the buildings themselves. We do have some low residential housing here, but nothing crazy. So what we're going to do, since they tore down the housing themselves, we're going to remove this zoning. We'll let this building stay, but we might repurpose this area for something else. We got a lot of expansion for medium density housing. So the idea is maybe doing another low residential zone. Look at alley living. Boy, that popped up nicely. I like how that looks behind the businesses. I don't think it takes away from Candor Court at all. Or Candor Heights, rather. I don't think that takes away from Candor at all. We are having some traffic problems. Where are these guys wanting to go? Police station. So it looks like these guys are leaving to go shopping or work. So looks like parking is not a major issue. I'm glad we added two parking lots. I mean, parking might still be a big deal actually here. So, with parking potentially still being a big deal, how can we combat that? I have a solution. Okay, that's a... My solution is to add another front parking lot. It's just not liking me to do that. Don't need that much room. Oh, man. An alley, we could do an alley, yeah. But I want it to be one way. I don't want it just along the side there. We could, yeah, that's an idea, down here, have another parking lot. Let's see how that would look. So a big one wouldn't fit, but we could put like this little one right here. Okay, that will work for now. Okay.
To address the
we need
limitations
some low
of the city's
residential
power grid and
buildings.
combat global warming, the city has passed a resolution to encourage all citizens to reduce their electricity consumption. Be energy smart.
More row
Remember
housing,
to turn
get rid of
off
that
lights and
medium
computers
density
when not
need.
in use. Good habits can make a big difference. This has been a local public service announcement.
And now we got a
The
slot
city
there
has
we can
adopted a
finish that out.
recycling policy. All citizens are encouraged to place their recyclables in the proper receptacles.
Let's take
Let's
a
keep
look
our
at our
city
trailer
green
court.
and
Okay,
beautiful.
so we're probably going to
Start
need...
today. This has been a local public service announcement.
Second Moon Radio with
Bigger,
your host, J. Thomas Hornbuckle.
places.
Tune in tomorrow for
That's
a second
fine.
chance to hear the music of yesteryear.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
Saul's a mean guy. He says, don't
Industry
build
in
like
the
that.
region is on the rise.
So we got
and
Saul's
when
trailer
business
court
is
coming to
doing
life
well,
now.
that
Hopefully that'll
floats
solve
our
his
boat.
customer
There's no
problem.
sinking this boat, Glenda.
Thinking about what we can do over in this area. I have a feeling we're going to have some cul-de-sacs out in this area, maybe. Got some traffic problems. Why? Does it have to do with this intersection? We're just gonna let this flow and just take a look. We got major parking lots, crosswalks. We've got some complicated stuff going on right here. Yeah, we're backing up primarily because of this red light. if we add an extra lane for them to turn, that might help us out a little bit. And it looks like it's already solved our problem. So it wasn't a huge problem, but it was annoying enough. These guys are running in. And so what we're going to do is the same exact thing, is just upgrade that road. And we're going to bring it back all the way to there. Actually, I don't want to bring it back all the way to there. I just want it right to there. That's fine. So this little crosswalk area, fine and dandy. Is there a way that I can remove that? Let's take a look. I don't necessarily want people crossing right there. Yes, I was able to remove that. It's nice. And actually, that looks more natural. Hey, that guy did a U-turn. I don't want him doing that. That's flowing 100 times better. However, we still have problems over here. I like this part of the game where you get into these traffic management problems. I enjoy this stuff right here. We only have 2 lanes, so I think the solution... No, we have 3. No, we just have 2. Yeah, I think the solution's going to be just adding that 3rd lane. Or roundabout. So, we purposely left this area empty for the express reason of adding a roundabout at some point in time. I'm just going to add a large roundabout. We're going to plan for the future. Add it. So that should solve our problems right there. We got our very first roundabout in the city, guys. And that completely eliminated all of our problems. So that's great. If you hear the tornado siren going off in the background, that is just our weekly test. It's Saturday at noon at the time of recording. If you're on Twitch, you obviously probably know that unless you live in a different time zone. I live out in the Midwest of the United States, in what used to be the Tornado Alley. That has kind of shifted its location. So I'm just kind of looking at traffic. I'm very pleased with how traffic is handling in the city, how the city is handling traffic. We are going to prepare to do a residential expansion out this way. Now I'm thinking that might involve purchasing these tiles right here. But it's not right now. So what we definitely want to do is bring this road down. This is going to be our primary road. Oh, I don't know. So the question is, can I upgrade this road without destroying buildings? Yes, I can. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to plan for the future, upgrade this road. We're just going to plan for... See, now the question is, why did you do that there and not over here? And there's not a good answer, and there's not much traffic on those back roads. So do we really need to upgrade it? Well, you see... The answer is going to be yes, because I'm going to bring this road down, and we're going to have commercial along this side of it. So this isn't going to be necessarily a true neighborhood. And since we're putting commercial on that side of it, I'm going to have a little slight bend right here that kind of brings us back together with this road. I wonder if I want to do something like that. That'd be a horrible intersection, wouldn't it? So we left a large swath down here that we can connect into. So we could actually do this without any issue whatsoever. And what I want to do, I'm going to delete that and start angling it over. I don't want a big gap. Let's bring this out this way, just a hair. See, we still don't really need that big of a road, do we? No, we don't. It just doesn't make sense. Let's go back to that little road. How do we do that? Right here. Now, coming in is okay. We're going to keep this coming in. That's going to help handle some traffic going out to the school and going to other districts, if you will. We're going to bring this out. What's going on here? Something's not right. I'm not getting... Something doesn't look right. I look like I'm elevated, but I'm not. There we go. Okay. We're going to bring this out all the way down. Not quite that far. I want some one-way roads. See, I don't want to make a whole lot of congestion because this is a busy road. I might not add anything there. Now down here, I don't want an intersection this close to that one. So we're gonna do like a little bend. I don't like how that bend's looking. Can we maybe give us a little bit more room to bend? That's not how I envisioned this. So that gives us a little bit more of a buffer gap there. And that might all get redone eventually. Our focus for the time being is going to be down here. We'll clean up the end in a moment. We're going to leave the gameplay on slow. Didn't realize I was paused there. Okay. Let's go ahead and buy some land here and here. Purchase. We're doing good on money. Okay, we're Boomtown. Yippee-i-oh. 14 million, $1.4 million. 6 more development points. 8 land purchasing tiles, excuse me. That's great. What do we unlock? Okay, we unlocked a good amount of stuff. I'm happy with this. Do we have like some hills or something there? Or I don't really like how that is separated. Did we accidentally bend the road a little bit, maybe? I don't know. It's going to have to work. Okay.
A driving
What I'm
advisory
thinking-
has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions.
Traffic
Please
alert. I thought that was
exercise
a disaster
caution if
coming
you
in.
must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve.
What I am thinking
This has been a local public service
is
announcement.
we extend
What kind of future does
this
music
medium
have if it
road
doesn't look to its past? Well,
down
I
this
say
way.
the question speaks for itself. Here on Second Moon, we know you can't move forward
I'm
unless
thinking
you
of
keep
extending
both
it
eyes
up
steadily
this side
trained on
and
what's
having
behind you.
like a this be a middle
Industry
road
in the
and
region
the same
is
thing
on the
over here.
rise, and when business is doing well, that floats
Yeah, that's what
our
we're gonna do.
There's no sinking
So
this
if
boat,
that made no
Glenda.
sense to anyone, because I kind of
We're
butchered how I said
live,
that.
and
We're
we're
gonna
getting
go up
reports
here.
about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal.
And,
but if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears
We're
up.
gonna bring
If
these
you're in
over.
it, you already know about
We're
it.
not going to put
No use
anything else
reminding
back
you.
this way.
Meanwhile,
We don't want this to
expect
turn
delays
into
and drive safe.
a cluster of homes, or not homes. I mean, it's going to be a cluster of homes. What I'm trying to say is we don't want this to be a whole bunch of red lights, a whole bunch of traffic problems. That is not our goal. And we're just going to neatly tie these all up. So we got a little side way in, got a main way in for these guys over here. I don't want any red lights on this main stretch. So let's go ahead and get rid of all these. And when I get rid of them, you see it puts little yield signs exactly where we want them to be. We can probably have a red light there. It's probably safe. Crosswalk there, that's fine. That gets us to the high school. And we need that intersection for the high school. Okay. We can do some commercial along this road here as we continue out this way. Okay, let's see what we can do then. We're going to keep this right here, our medium residential. We're going to keep the row houses, same style. We're going to come down to... We're going to need parking for these eventually. And so, we're going to do a big parking lot right here. Okay, but I don't want houses right up against this parking lot. So we're going to look at our parks, and we're going to look at putting in some, we can do a small plaza. I don't think we want a plaza necessarily, but we can do a dog park right here on that side, and a small park on this side. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to try this and just see. I highly doubt that we can put up against that. No, I was going to try to finagle something there. What we can maybe do is a little alley. See, I really wish there was a road that was just pedestrian only. Oh, pedestrian street right here. We can do that. And we can do our little park center for this development. So this is going to be a playground. And we're going to do some trees all around here. Kind of want heavy trees if we can. Just really making a nice green space. And we're going to just throw in a couple pine trees just for kicks and giggles. In the front, let's do just a couple bushes, flowers, flower bed, flower bush. No, I don't like how that looks. I really don't like how any of this looks as far as these trees, but it will be what it is. And then on this side, we can work on our low residential area, maybe? So let's set our price for this at 40. Let's do our medium residential up to about here. And this is going to turn into a commercial slot now. No. This is going to turn into this. We're going to have a little sidewalk, and unfortunately they already started building there, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. I think we can kind of slip on through. And we're going to delete that crosswalk. We only need one crosswalk. We don't need all these crosswalks, gee whiz. Okay. This does not need to be a red light. This can just be a free flow, free for all. Boy, we got a lot of crosswalks down there too. That looks a lot better. Okay. Now we can take care of our need over here. And I think I'm going to start putting people in right here. The reason being, I'm thinking about this site being medium density. How much are we charging for parking here? 10 cents. This parking lot is going to be removed. It was originally built for this complex that is really no longer in existence, and they can park now over here. Boo! Everyone's very upset about that. Looks better. We're gonna need to come up with another naming scheme over here. So school drive's gonna stay the same. That's fine. The school's at the end of that street. What we need to come up with is like, what's our theme for this district? I'm thinking, okay. I'm just gonna call this, we're just gonna go kind of searching here for an idea. We've done flowers, we've done trees. We're going to call this Sword, Fish, Street. We're going to do fish. This is the fishy district. We're going to do Bass Street. Trout Street. Salmon Street. crappy street. And that one's already called Swordfish Street. Okay. Oh, that's because it loops around. We can fix that. I don't know if we have enough room to fix that. Oh, I don't like that. This is a problem that we have tried to avoid in the past. Yeah, there we go. And we have to do the same on this side. Just extend that out just enough. Now we can rename it without problems. So this one actually got renamed to Aspen. So we're just going to change the name to something else. Mackerel Street. And then this one can be Minnow Street. Okay. We're going to go ahead and make this into a district eventually once we get more people moving in. Oh, did I do this all row houses? That was a mistake. I don't like doing eminent. Is that all low density? Hey, okay, that's fine. It's just really low density. Okay. We're gonna do the same on this side, I think. And we're gonna do this side and this side. We're gonna do some medium density along here and along here. And why not right here too? Extend it up that way. So how are we doing traffic-wise? We need some commercial. That is perfectly acceptable. We figured we'd need some commercial, especially right in this area here. So let's do some commercial housing right here. And I want it along that street here. And we can do some trees or something along there. We can do like a corner lot here with some commercial. And let's grab some trees or shrubs or something and do just something that looks nice along this back side of this commercial building that's being built. Fortunately, there's a parking lot across the street, so it's not like something that we have to really care a whole lot about. This is mainly just for aesthetics' sake. And we might as well do just some of these trees just right along here. More spaced out. We're not going to do any bushes. Okay. That's all looking really good. So these are like small houses. The wealth is poor in this area, I guess. Must have like extremely low land value. Let's take a look at that. No land value. Really? Oh, that's citizen wealth. Land value. Right here. Candor Heights is a place to live. Up here is, hey, Saul got in on something good up there. He has a little bit higher land value than even Pinewood
A driving
Springs.
advisory has been issued for the immediate area.
Industrial
due to poor
area.
road conditions.
That's
Please
probably
exercise
high
caution
just
if you
because
must
it's a lot of
and
businesses,
try to stay
right?
off the streets until conditions improve.
We
This
got
has been a local
some
public service
great
announcement.
building land value.
You're listening to Second Moon Radio
And
with
just wonderful
Jay Thomas
over here.
Hornbuckle.
Just
and
things
we're
are
pervading
slowly
some of the
getting up
finest
there.
classical music on the air. Keep that dial right here.
So
And
We're
on to
coming
our
up on
main
our
feature
1 hour
story.
and 30-minute
The
mark
commercial
in about
district is
5
booming
minutes.
as the area is attracting more high-end stores.
One thing we
bringing the
wanted to
latest
do in our last
luxury to
episode
our
was
neighborhood.
go into
You can now
development
shop for designer shoes while sipping a
and
fancy
look
local
at
Jarva mate, or so my
our
wife
emergency,
tells me. That's good for
early
business
disaster.
and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
However, I need to still
Industry in
research
the
if this
region
is what we
on
want.
the rise, and when business
Because
is doing well, that floats our boat.
I don't know
There's
how
no
to
sinking
sound
this
the
bug,
emergency
Glenda.
alarms in the city, or if that's even a thing in this City Skylines 2 game. We definitely are going to need a college, and I think we might look at colleges in our next episode if I can remember that. So let's take a look here in this last 4 minutes here of the stream to see what we've done. We've put in this pretty neat mansion over here, a modern mansion for a movie star, and we've given him a little bit of a property area. And there might be other mansions along the street, maybe one other. We don't want them right back to back, but maybe we'll build a nice home or something there. Candor Heights, we worked on the parking system over here, which is absolutely full. I mean, everyone is parking, and we still have just as many cars parking along the street. So, I mean, there's just a ton of people living in Candor Heights. It's the place to live. Even this parking lot's full over here. Businesses, their parking lots are empty, but that's for the businesses. So, this guy's wanting some more customers, so hopefully maybe this development will help him, but we can expand and do some maybe another Candor Heights over here. We'll call it something a little different, but we'll just mirror it. We'll just copy and paste this over here, maybe do a little bit of improvement on it. We put in the football stadium, which I have not seen anyone using except for the deer. The mascots of Deer High School are here in the football stadium. So, there you go. They're using it. We worked on this lawn for the school, which I think ties the two schools in nicely together, especially with the sidewalks. One thing we can do here with this school is give them a playground. I think that's only fair to give them a playground. I'm not quite sure where we want it to be, but we'll work on that, and maybe even putting the clinic somewhere. It's kind of hard to do, but we'll work on these things in our next episode or in the coming episodes.
This is an emergency broadcast to all citizens.
The Fire and Rescue Service reports that fires are currently spreading in the nearby forest. The billowing clouds of smoke.
Everyone, do not go near this tree.
At this time,
Unless your
all
name is
citizens
Moses,
in the
then go near
area
this
are
tree.
instructed to immediately move to a safe distance until the situation is under control.
Okay, so we're looking at our school. We completely redid this area over here. We kept our one low residential area in, our low rent building. That turned out pretty nice. I like that building. It's a neat building. Give some shopping options. People are using our large parking lot. Got a nice little park area. We can zoom in and actually see what there is. I believe this is our park. Yeah, this is the park, and the dog park's over there, and our playground's in the middle. So I just think that's really cool that we were able to do that. We're going to need to rename this street. We're just going to call it pedestrian path. I mean, it doesn't actually need a name, I don't think. We got our fishy district over here. A lot of low-income housing. That's just how that's going to end up being, I guess. Over here, I mean, we've even got some low-income housing over here, some small properties, but in this district over here, a lot more large properties. We did finish up a little bit on the flower garden district, the back section, and even here we got some what you'd almost call trailers, right? We didn't do much with our industrial section except adding Saul's trailer court next to it. And we can look at some of the homes here, and they kind of do look like trailers. I mean, look at this. I mean, that is a trailer. That is what you would see in a trailer court. This is what we were going for. So, I mean, I am very pleased with how Saul's trailer court looks. Nothing looks out of place. This looks like low-income housing. Let's see. I mean, the household wealth is wretched, which is fine. I mean, it's not really fine, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with living in a trailer court. Nothing wrong whatsoever. But we just kind of wanted that kind of Saul as that slumlord guy that owns this trailer court only to drive business to his store. And it has exactly solved that problem. So, yeah, Saul's kind of a slumlord here. That's the theme that we were going for. So nothing wrong with living in a trailer court. Just want to make that very clear. So that's kind of cool. Kind of cool. I think this town up here works out really nice. I think this could almost be its own town. I almost wish you could have a district within a district. But you can kind of do that maybe. Turn this little section into a town. A little residential area. So I didn't want to expand into here too much. We'll see about that. We will see. So guys, this is our city. Thank you for tuning in to this live stream. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow on Twitch if you're watching on Twitch. And until the next episode, which I'll probably stream on Twitch tonight. Don't take my word on that, but I probably will. But it won't be uploaded. This episode will be uploaded on Sunday to YouTube. And then episode, what was this, 3 or 4? The next episode after that will be uploaded on Monday. So, thank you very much. Until next time, we'll see you later. I'm SwiftOwl7. This is SwiftOwl7 Gaming. Goodbye.